Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the Beast and Exploration DLC for Battle Brothers, and we got to see the first taste of the DLC with one of the new opponents, the Witch, that we fought in that last battle. Pretty interesting fight. We managed to get through it without too many problems. One of my men got charmed, but it didn't really, well, technically two of my men got charmed, but it didn't really result in anything too bad. The other enemies that we had to fight were dire wolves, which we handled all right. Okay, we're immediately having another two-skull mission here. I'm not sure I'm going to take it. Let's see real quick, though. So the poison apple is not selling for anywhere near what it's worth, and I don't know if that's normal. I think we hold on to it, because I really don't know what it does. And it could be something like the adrenaline gland, where you could craft with it. So just for the meantime, I'm going to hold on to it. Just like I'm holding on to the wolf pelt. Now, I did use dogs. I don't remember. Did one of them die? It's possible. I don't remember. I think I had 3 dogs. So I think this guy had a dog and we released it and it died. I think. If I remember correctly, that happened in that battle. So we are down a dog, but it served its purpose. I think that was a well-needed thing, so... Alright, so the question is, do we want to buy more food while we're here? We do have 5 days worth of food, so... it's tempting to buy it, because right now the prices are just so good. I mean, the difference in price and the bread is almost non-existent. Sadly, tools are being sold for a little bit more than I'd like to pay, but I still buy it, because... I could always use that. And then I'll pick up 1 loaf of bread. That gives 6 days worth of food. Alright, let's leave the town. Unless we want to do whatever this contract is. We might as well see what it is, because we could always turn it down. Not a big deal. So, let's see what it is. A couple of bleeding goats are being led down the road. They shuffle through the mud, prodding their noses through the muck, and somehow finding things to chew up. Their shepherds plants his cane in the ground. Hey there, mercenary. Niels the Guildmaster has been looking for you. Okay, I'm all ears. Niels the Guildmaster stares out his window, watching a group of men loading cargo into a number of wagons. He talks without looking your way. I have an important delivery heading out to Rheinberg, roughly 3 days north of here. Unfortunately, a competitor up at me acquiring a local band of caravan. Okay, we get the idea. We're at a certain similar thing here. This is actually where we want to go, so this is perfect. We're getting paid to go where we want to go, which is Rheinberg. Now, that is a ways away, but we have plenty of food, so I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, I'd want to stop at some of the places in between to try and buy goods, but still, we're being paid for going where I want to go anyway, so... he's going to pay me 14 crowns per head of anyone we kill, and then 820 crowns for the job. I'm going to say we need to be paying more for it. He says no, that's fine. We will accept, because again, this is where we want to go. It's 3 days travel, that's fine. I accept this contract. And buy Kochendorf. I'm curious, where are we on there? Okay, we're allied to them, which I think is the highest level it can be. So, unfortunately, they don't really have anything too great, but yeah. So, Rheinberg is one of the... or Rainberg, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. It's one of the places we need to go to of the 2 remaining places. It is further away than the other place we need to go, so we are kind of going past that, but we'll get to it eventually. Okay. Along the way. Along the roads, your ore dogs suddenly scamper off and begin digging into the earth. You're not sure why, as you don't recall giving either one a bone. A few moments later, and they're fighting over what appears to be a hood. You interrupt the tug of war, taking the goods for yourself. The hounds whine, but a few good pets settles them down. So we gain a hood. That would be just sold. We don't really need that right now. But hey, it's something free. Can't complain too much. So we're going to be moving off to the right here. This is the most dangerous part of the trip because we're near woods. Woods tend to have a lot of bandits and monsters and all other kinds of things. So this is the part of the trip I expect to see the most fighting. We do have brigands, but they of course didn't attack me. Speaking of which, I should take a look at my band. Okay, you still have the Pierce side, so you should be out. Otherwise, we were doing fine. Morale's not as good as it once was, but everybody's healed up from that last fight. That's good. But I didn't miss any... Okay, I don't think I missed any level ups. So far, uneventful. As I said, they're not attacking me because they see more brigands attacking stuff, but they're too small bands to attack me because on top of my men, there's going to be the caravan, which is 6 men. So we're looking at 18 men that whoever attacking us is going to have. So they either have to be powerful enough or desperate enough, or... I mean, see, look again. There's 9 brigands. Are they going to attack me? No. So, looks like we're going to get free money. I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting them because we would have gotten more money, but... Okay, so reaching Rheinberg, the caravan leader turns to you. A large satchel in hand. Thanks for getting us your sellsword. You take it and hand it over to Winric for counting. He nods. When he's finished, the caravan leader smiles. Also, thanks for not betraying us and, you know, slaughtering us to a man and all that. Mercenaries get thanked in the strangest ways. Okay, so we get 820 crowns to travel to the place we wanted to go to in the first place. Alright, so let's go in there and see what all is here. So we've got iron. Okay. So no bad things going on, but we do have a 2-skull contract. I will look at it, but for now, let's look in the marketplace, see if there's anything interesting in here. Tools are being sold for a good price, so I'll probably pick that up. We are going to sell the hood, which isn't worth anything, sadly. Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. We have food spoiling on us. What happens when you buy too much food. Although, in theory, it's supposed to eat through the food that is about to spoil first. I'm actually curious, when we're in the caravan, were we not eating the food? That might be an oversight on my part. Okay, so nothing really too interesting outside of the tools, which I'm going to buy. I'm going to actually buy 2, maybe even 3. Yeah, ammunition is being sold for a good price here too. So I'll pick up a couple of those, pick that up. It's a lot of money invested in that kind of stuff, but those prices don't tend to be that low normally. And you go through tools like crazy, so I'm fine with that transaction. Alright. And then we've got a Fletcher and an Armorer. Figure let's take a look at the Armorer. Prices seem to be pretty decent in this town. So the next step up for us would be the basic mail shirt. Let's double check that, of course. So right now, the best armor we have is the patched mail shirt, which is at 90. And then the next thing down would be this gambeson here at 70. And then our other gambesons are like, what, 65? Yeah. So that would be the next step up for us. Now, I don't know how many men could actually take that level of armor, because we're looking at minus 10 fatigue. Yeah, so minus 10 fatigue would be jumping up to minus 12. But there are definitely a couple men that could do that. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Alright, well, in any case, yeah, I mean, that's probably not a bad purchase, because again, that would be the next step up. What else do we got, though? We're kind of already at this level with a couple of our men. Now, what would be the step beyond this? It would probably be the hauberks, which is minus 18, so you can see quite a bit of a jump there. And the fatigue expenditure. This I don't think I've seen before. Leather scale armor. This might be one of the newer items in the game because I don't believe I've ever seen that before. And that you're looking at 140, which is just behind. Now, do I have anybody that would actually be able to pull that off? Because you're at minus 10, another minus 6. You'd be right at the 75 level. Okay. So at least one man could do that. Now, there only is one of those. But you know what? That wouldn't necessarily be bad. What is this? Okay. Well, that's pretty much what we're looking at, unless we want to get better helmets, which I think we'll be fine without. So I'm going to pick up the 2 basic male shirts. Yeah, these are being sold for more than they're worth, but we always see that, and they're not being sold for that much more than they're worth. I could do whatever the job is here first and see if the price is lower, but they're probably not going to lower that significantly because it's just one job. You have to do more than one job to get them to like you enough to really lower prices. So, yeah, I think we go ahead and pick this stuff up because we have plenty of money. So that's going to be what I pay for here. And then we'll go into the men, start using that armor. So I already kind of decided that you're going to be the one that gets the best armor. You're my sergeant after all. And that seems appropriate. You guys are going to be the ones that inherit the slightly better armor because you can actually afford to wear it. I believe there was a man that could have taken... Yeah, so you can take that. Alright, I think that's the extent of what we can manage with my men at the moment. But that should be a pretty significant upgrade for a lot of them. And then the better armor that we have here will get passed on at some point. So that means that we have armor we definitely want to sell at this stage that we don't need to hold on to. So I'm going to go to the marketplace and we're going to sell this and this. Get rid of it. Okay, so that is that. We had a few men get upgraded in their defenses. I was gonna say if I lower my head protection on some of my men, I may be able to shift into something better. Yeah, I think we're fine. I mean, like, for example, this guy, he has plenty of fatigue, so we could upgrade him to this at the very least. And then you... is that other... Yeah, okay. And then you can take the Gambison. Oh, speaking of which, you're better now. So let's have you switch back into the armor you were wearing, and you can take that weapon and switch you that. You get that. Sadly, I can't really upgrade his armor too much, so that's fine. But like somebody like my archer, for example, can afford the better armor, so we might as well take it. I mean, we don't want our archers taking damage and dying, so that's fine with me. Okay, so we got a good setup here for the future. Once we start getting the fatigue, that we could actually use some of this stuff. And a few of my men get direct upgrades, so yeah, that's good. Let's see what the mission is, at the very least. A few grieving women can be heard, I'm assuming is what it's saying. There could be heard wailing just outside Edmund of Rheinberg's room. He turns to you. Hear that? That's what happens when brigands come here. They steal, they rape, and they murder. You nod. It's after all the way of the brigand. Now, some peasants in the hinterlands say the thugs are preparing for a massive assault on our village. You must do something to help us, Elsword. Of course, I say must. What I really mean is that we'll pay you to help us. Okay, what do they want for it? Okay, that's not bad. He opens the palms of his hands. I'm tight on crowns, so before you ask, this is all I have right now. We got 250 crowns in advance and another 990 when the job is done. We do need to be paid more. He says no. All right, well, let's accept the offer for now. See what it says. Okay, so this is one of those situations where you just stick around the town and defend it against brigands. We fought plenty of brigands in our time. I'm all right with taking the mission. Okay. Let's hold for a second. Just double checking the state of my men, if they're ready to go. Looks like they're more or less ready to go. Morale isn't necessarily the best, but I do want to get to, what would we want to go? There should be a taxidermist around here somewhere. Although there's ruins here, maybe it was burned down. If not there, I think there was one up here. Another ruins. That's unfortunate. If all the places on the map that allow me to take the crafting materials and turn them into anything have burned down, that's kind of a little bit of a problem now, isn't it? Alright, well, in any case, we've taken the job, so let's stick around. Fortunately, it's going to be nightfall soon. It's going to go here, because it's a central location. Yeah, so it seems like when you're with a caravan, it doesn't actually go through your food, because we went for 3 days and we didn't use any provisions, so I actually had a bunch of wasted provisions as a result of that. The brigands are in sight. Prepare for battle and protect the town. To arms. Where are they? Looking around. Oh, I see them. There they are. We don't want to fight them in the mountains. We can avoid it. Okay, so we got a few brigand thugs, a few brigand marksmen, and some brigand raiders. There's also another brigand group over there. I don't know if it's the same mission. If not, we could always just go and kill them. Okay, well, let's engage. We happen to know there's 9 of them. Oof, alright, terrain's not ideal. Thankfully, their archers are probably on the downslope. So if we move forward, we'll take that potential advantage away. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is as close as they're going to be able to get. I still think we have to wait, though. We'll allow them to charge forward. If they don't take it, then obviously we are going to take the initiative on that. All right, so let's just start moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and just put up a shield wall. Obviously, we did take a hit on one of my men, but not a whole lot I could do about that. Shield wall up. I just now realized I've made a mistake with how I've arrayed my men. I should have been going down this way, because they're going to have the terrain advantage if I just go straight forward. So what I'm going to do is have this guy move up like this. Obviously, we're not going to have a shield wall. We should be able to fire at least 1 arrow. I'm going to go after the guy with the axe. Okay. Brigand Thug's getting a little aggressive here. Alright. So this guy I'm going to move down like this. Or better yet, to here. We've got a little bit of misplacement of my men. But we'll be alright. That'll be it for that move. This guy's going to strive to come up here. I'm just going to take this very aggressive move so that I'm not on low ground. Okay, we've done that move. Okay. It's not ideal in some ways, but we get moving. Jeez. Alright, we're probably going to have to back off with the crossbowman because he's taken severe injuries. But we'll save that for the next video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mousegunner, signing out.